Namwambia go and do it there on the grass or on the soil. Then you cover it. So the child starts learning, okay, this thing is not done anywhere. I'm not supposed to do it on myself. And then pole this child now start forming a character.
Okay.
However, there are some ladies who are, especially those who are working class, they find themselves, they are not there for the child. So most of the time, they have house helps. And the house helps, sometimes they feel they cannot tolerate this messing of this child. So they keep on punishing the child, they beat the child, they keep on beating the child, they keep on quarreling the child. That one also affects the child psychologically. It affects the child psychologically. At the same time, if you are too lenient, yani umeachilia huyo mtoto so much, it also affects that child. So how does this come in? So for parents who are very strict, very, very strict, they are able to help that child to control the bladder, control the bowels very well. So the child can hold urine until the child can go to the right place and do it. The child can hold the urine or the pee and go to the toilet or to the potty.
Okay, so this is the age when you need to train that child.
Yes.
Now there are cases that you find this person is a big person. It is now an adult, but he's still lenient on himself. I'm just thinking, could it be the problem started from that stage?
Yeah, it can start from that stage. One, they can be traumatized. So at some point, if they were maybe mistreated or punished so hard, it can affect them negatively. So in their brain, they are not able to control that part anymore because of the punishment they got received when they were very small. They were not able to control. Or it can be on the opposite side. They are punished and now they even don't want to go to the toilet. I don't know whether you have ever seen a kid who feels like she wants to urinate and the world is going to break down. Ataki kukojoa, can hold that urine kabisa. Or even it is peeing, the child cannot go. The child doesn't want. So amefunga miguu hivi.
Amezoea kuchapwa.
Amezoea, anashindwa hii kitu ikitoka nitapigwa.
Oh my God.
So with that, it affects this kid so much. And then akiachiliwa sana, it can also be traumatized. Akipigwa sana, it can also be traumatized kwamba ameshindwa kabisa, can be defeated completely to control. Or akiachiliwa sana naye this reckless mzazi, the child is, the parent or the caretaker doesn't care. You can go or you can go on yourself. So the parent leaves the child to continue with that character until the person is so big.
I'm just holding myself to say umeachilia mtoto afanye venye anataka.
Yes. Okay. You leave that child to do what the child. Hata kikonjoa kwa kitanda akiwa na miaka 5. You don't even ask that child. There is no problem. But they are supposed to be informed at that stage. This is bad. You're not supposed to do this. You continue now, the child start growing.
Okay, with that understanding.
With that understanding, this is not the right place to pee. This is not the right place to urinate. They start now forming their personality and character. So now, Lydia, if a mother is too strict, that child has a retention. They retain a lot of information. Okay. These people who are not open, they are not open. You cannot know exactly what they really want.
So the problem started there.
Yeah. The problem starts at that stage. They hold a lot of information for themselves. They are not open to share. They retain a lot of information for themselves. On the contrary, these people who are retaining, they become very strict. They very stingy. They're very stingy.
I can say that again.
They are very stingy. They cannot share. They are not able to
share the information or anything.
And these are people, we call them, they have a personality number 1. They are very strict. And actually, this thing is supposed to be this way. To teach them to turn it, it's very hard.
Order.
Yes, They know that is it and it cannot change. These people who are with that character, they are very hard to deal with. They are very hard to deal with. Actually, they are people, you will never please those people. They cannot be pleased.
Oh my God.
These are the parents I'm talking about who are too strict. Too strict. And this character is smart. They are smart, clean, spotlessly clean. They have that personality of kila kitu must be
Mali nafaa, mali nafaa.
Kama ni usafi, it has to be very, very clean. Yes. And now, that character is very risky to stay with because they cannot be pleased by anyone.
Wow,
so even working with such a person, it becomes very hard
and difficult.
And very difficult because there is nothing you'll do
that will make them happy.
That will please that person.
Now imagine having such a person as a husband.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Utakuwa na stress.
Utakuwa na mashida mingi sana because you try to do your best, but the person can still find
errors and mistakes and challenges.
Ever.
Never
always have, unless that person does that work by himself or herself.
It's not right.
It's not right. Yes.
Kama sio yeye. It should not be anyone else.
Yeah. It cannot be nice when somebody else does. So that is the person.
And the personality now is developed from the stage of 1 year to 3 years.
Yes.
You know, sometimes you don't understand.
You don't
just
understand.
meet this person. When you are an adult,
yes,
and then you are like, what's wrong with this person?
Yes,
you have done it your best way.
Yeah,
you have done your best way. Oh my God, maybe a queen out there has that kind of a character in the house. You've done your best. Huyu mtu aonangi kitu nzuri.
They will never see. It's now what they are supposed to do.
What they need to do
to understand.
It's a problem because this person umefanya hivi anaona si poa.
Yes.
Na hataki kufanya.
Na akifanya yeye mwenyewe, when the person does it, is only that time that person will see it is okay. But if another person comes in, it's difficult. In fact, that character is very hard to delegate. They easily don't delegate their
They want
duties.
to do everything.
They want to do everything because they feel you cannot reach the level they
want, and even where they want.
And they give it to someone else, they feel it is messed. So those are the characters you find. These are the people who are, when they were very small, their mothers were too tough. They were too tough. They punished them so hard because they maybe urinated in the bed, or they urinated on themselves, or they peed on themselves like that. Those are the formation of those characters. On the other side, if the mother is too lenient,
talk about that then again.
If the mother is too lenient, or the caretaker is too lenient, these guys become messy. Messy. You find the shoe on the table. Everything is messed up in the house. They are not organized at all. Yeah. And at the same time, these people who are very, they are not independent. They don't find that independence. They cannot make decisions on themselves. This character. So it is upon this character of the children who are left.
We just left.
Mess up.
They can do anything.
They can sleep on the chair, on the floor. They can take the shoes in the kitchen. These are the characters. And when they are mature enough, unapata this mother, the house is always messed, and the person is comfortable.
Oh my God.
You are the one who is not comfortable. That person is very comfortable.
And he's okay with that.
Yes.
I think now what I hear you say is that we need a balance.
Yes.
That is, don't, as a parent, as a queen out there, as a mother, as a wife, don't be so strict that, you know, because the character that you're going to develop in future, it will bring a problem.
Yes.
And also don't be so lenient that you just leave your child to do whatever they want. Anyhow they want to do things, they can do it.
Yeah.
I think that's where the problem is coming in.
And at the same time, Lydia, these are people, when you are too strict, they become independent. They can get that character of independence. That person can make personal decision, can decide this thing is right, this is wrong. And these are kids you can ask a question, they are very, very strong to stand and give you an answer. These are the kids who are trained during toilet training, this anal stage. At the same time, there are kids who are left they are so much dependent. They cannot do anything
For themselves.
for themselves. Even deciding a very small thing, they have to depend on someone.
Oh my God, the training that you're going through is just not only for you, it is for you as a mother, as a wife, it's for you as a house help who is left with those kids at that age, because maybe the mother is working somewhere, you're the one who have been left with this kid. Please develop the character. Make sure you're not just doing things anyhow to this child. You're not leaving them to make their own decision. At least let there be a balance. That's what I hear you say.
Yes.
That's the understanding that I'm getting.
Let there be a balance.
A balance where you're not so strict, you're not also so lenient, that you can just leave them to do things how they want them. I think this is just the most important information that I've read for so long.
Thank you.
And at times, I keep telling you that every time you come here, you make me feel like I don't know anything. So we want to go for a commercial break. Don't go too far. We will be back. And then when we come back, you're now going to tell us, like, you're going to tell us now, for that person who who lost it. That is, the mother was so strict, and now this person is an adult, is married, and now it happens that the husband, or maybe the husband is strict and the woman is just lenient, and then they're in the same house. How are they going to stay? Oh my God. And also today we are just tumezindikishwa na the Lidge Premier Water, maji masafi matamu, and it's good to just make a taste of this water, and then you can give me your feedback. Keep talking to us. Our SMS line is 23595. Our WhatsApp line, drop us a message, a comment, a criticism, whatever it is that you want to tell us. Tell us how you feel the show is. You can also give us your input. Our number is 0724121812. Your number iko hapo. Keep talking to us and we will always be happy. We are going for a commercial break, and when we come back, I know we shall continue the same discussion.
Thank you.
This is the home of all women, and we talk matters women, from finances, from everything that concerns a woman. And every time you hear or you see that I have a guest, she must be a woman, and I have a heart for a woman. And your number is 0724121812. Keep talking to us. Keep dropping that SMS and telling us how you feel about the show, and we are always excited. Miri, I can see you, and asante sana for keeping watch. Now we're back, and I'm here, Wanjiku Githinji, with my guest, Madam Emma.
Yes.
Karibu. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes.
You've asked me a question.
Absolutely.
You're wondering, how are these two characters going to stay together if they get married?
Yes.
Now, there is a way to look at these characters.
Yes.
And that's why we always talk about marriage preparation. It's very important before you get married to understand the personality of your partner. So are you telling us it is not just about love, I love you, I need you, I feel you? Oh my, no. It is not just that. Because in marriage, actually, those who are married like we are,
yes,
it's not just, it will not be always I love you, I love you, I love you, all that. It's just there for some time, and then after that, life begins, actually. And the longer time you're going to stay with your partner, you really need to understand the personality and the character of this person if you have to stay together. And the more open you are, the easier it becomes for you
your
to
partner
learn.
to learn.
So if the more you get open, the partner is able to learn about you, and also the other one is also able to learn about the other partner. Both of you are able to learn about each other. So what happens here? This is not a matter of realizing, and you read in marriage, if you realize your person has a character number one, you cannot leave that person because
you're married already.
You're already married. It's a moment of now talking about this person being open to change. Everybody can change. You know, some people, they say now, apana, this person alizariwa hivo. Character characters are never born. Characters are developed.
Wow.
You form a character. You cannot be born with a character. And that's why we are talking about parenting when this child is still very small. And unfortunately, you cannot change the other person. The other person can only change himself or herself.
That's very powerful.
So if we keep on fighting that, nilimwambia badilike na hajabadilika, you know, you'll die stressed.
I tend to believe
that's frustrated.
That's where the problem is coming in, even in marriages. Because you're having a lot of problems.
Yes.
And I think the backbone of all the problems that you're having in our marriages, that's where the source is coming.
Yeah, they are coming from here.
Yeah.
The parenting, the way the person was brought up, the character the person formed. And here we are now.
Yes.
There is something we call Johari's window. That one helps us to know ourselves. So if the person is able to open, maybe we'll discuss about Johari's window one time. The person who is in that kind of a marriage, both of them are supposed to be open to learn that this is it and this is not the right character in marriage. So this is the character I have, but this is not the right character in marriage. So am I ready to change this character that is already inside me? And everybody can change, by the way. It's just a personal decision. Just the way you learned that bad character, you can also unlearn it. It's possible.
Wow.
You can learn. You can do it. You can learn and learn it. You learn it and you unlearn it. It's just a personal decision.
Oh my God, that's a good word.
Yes, it's like I'm this way. I talk so loud,
like myself.
No, not really. I talk so loud, I get annoyed so fast. When you start now looking at an individual, mtu anajiangalia mwenyewe, tunajiitanga, you do something called introspection. You look at who am I, and how do I behave. When you reach there, you're able to know, this is me. When I am annoyed, I react like this. And this is not the right character if I have to keep my family together. So, and when you become open, then you'll not feel pain when the other person is challenging you. In fact, that person becomes a mirror for you. Anakuambia,
Naongeanga sana.
Ikatabia si nzuri.
Kamudomo.
So instead of getting annoyed, go and sit somewhere alone and ask yourself, is it true? Do I really talk too much?
Napita mipaka.
Napita mipaka. Is this character affecting me and my family? Yes. Those are the things we are supposed to look at. So when we realize this is our weakness, and this is where it came from when we are still young, I'm too messy. If it is a wife, you cannot keep your house clean. You cannot keep your bedroom clean. So every time your husband comes, kila wakati ni kucomplain, hiyo nyumba ni chafu, so the man feels it is better I go somewhere, nikuje usiku nilale tu niamke niende, because your house,
you know why I'm laughing?
It is in a mess.
You know why I'm laughing? It's because now the generation we have, we are not able to understand that. You are like, maisha ni yangu, shughulika na yako. So you're in the same house, but you're really living, it's not even parallel. Somebody is living, you're living your own way. You are like, sasa hiyo ni kitu juu umepata kikombe hapo kwa juu ya meza. What's your business? The other person is like, inafanya nini hapa?
Yes.
So every time you find in that house, there's always commotion.
Na ndio maana watu wanaachana sababu ya kikombe iko kwa meza.
Imagine.
So not very serious things, because at your cup was left on the table. Or ama uliweka chumvi nyingi na mimi nasema siku haikuwa mingi. You see,
that's where actually the problem is. Unaweka chumvi unasikia iko sawa.
Yes.
Yeye anasema hii chumvi ni mingi. Si mingi.
Ni mingi. But the other time you like mnaachana. Yeah. You fight because of that. Those are characters that you're supposed to look at them deeply and see, where could I have developed this character? Maybe the way I was brought up.
Yeah. And when it is not your problem.
When you realize this is how I was brought up, then you become positive to working towards changing that character.
Okay.
And it is possible.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So mashida inatokea. I think this is the stage.
These are the stages. And it's very important for us queens to understand this, because it is going to help us a lot on how we are going to form our children and how we relate with our partners in the family. So now if we could cross over to the third stage. The third stage is called phallic stage.
Cephalic stage.
Yeah, this is according to Sigmund Freud. But when we talk about Erik Erikson, he talks about initiative versus guilty stage. And both of these stages, they are from 3 years to 6. 3 years to 6. However, Erikson talks about 3 to 5. But Sigmund talks about 3 to 6. But
it's just the same range.
It's just the same range. So this is a child, and this is very important. This is a child who is now starting to ask himself or herself, am I good or am I bad? The child is starting to ask, to understand himself. Who am I? Who am I? This is mom. This is dad. And me? Who am I? So in that, the pleasurable praise moves from the bladder and from the peeing area, from the anus, and it goes now to the genital. To the genital areas. So at this time, the child is able to realize, I don't have a penis, if it is a girl. And the child now feels attracted so much to the father. Those who are parenting girl child.
You can ask me that too. I can tell you.
Those who are parenting girl child, look at your girl when she's 3 to 6. Huyo mtoto ameshikana hivi
na baba
yake.
Kabisa.
Wewe hauna space hapo hata kidogo.
You know, even the kajila start coming. I can relate with that now. Yes,
there is a lot of jealous because the child, psychologically the child feels you made a mistake as a mother. You denied the child, this girl, the chance to have a penis.
Oh my goodness.
So the child feels you are not good.
A good person.
Yes, the mother is not good. So the child wants the dad because he's having a penis. And this child is envying the penis.
Okay, that's very serious. I think issues are just getting serious and serious.
At the same time, no, we don't want to use very heavy terms. That's why we are simplifying. At the same time,
so that us can understand the layman's language.
Yes. At the same time, the boy child, if you have a son, at 3 to 6, huyo mtoto hatoki kwa mama yake.
Yeah.
The boy is always with the mother.
Yes.
And the psychologists, they also talk about this child is feeling is not fulfilled because he don't have a womb.
Okay.
So he cannot get pregnant. So who can give birth to life?
The mother.
The mother. So the child feels more attracted to the mother. And the boy, the girl feel more attracted
to the father.
So these are characters that are forming. So what happens? And this is why I tell parents, hata kama hamko pamoja na your partner, it's very important. It's very, very important for this girl child to have a father figure somewhere.
Okay.
For this boy child to have a mother figure somewhere. And that's why I, as a family counselor, I always request people who are married, if you got married, please work it out and remain together, whatever the cost. Hakuna kitu, there is nothing that cannot be solved in this world. There is no mistake that can be done in this world that cannot be solved. Yes, if the two partners hata kama hawaelewani, they can decide for the sake of these kids, for the sake of the growth and development of these kids, let's talk like friends.
Oh my God, I love that bit because sometimes we feel we're just self-centered.
Yeah,
You just want to leave your marriage. You don't give a damn.
Yes.
That is it. We're not compatible.
Yes.
You know, maisha ni yangu, shughulika na yako, hata wewe jisort nini. But then the issue now comes in where the child is involved.
The child is involved here. And remember, some of us were raised by both our parents. Not all of us, but most of us have been raised by both parents. So you got access to your dad, you got access to your mother. But this child, you are going to deny this child the access to the mother or the access to the father. So what are you going to do? You are destroying this child. Na huyu mtoto, hiyo stage yenye unaona anatamani kukua with this character, something is happening. There is something happening in the growth
development
and development of this child. And remember, this child will form a character out of there.
It. Okay.
From there. And this is a future. We are making the future of these kids.
So but remember, are you saying that tukoje miaka 6 wala tunataka kuachana, tukoje miaka 6?
By the time you say tukoje, you have solved all those issues. Because I know one thing.
Yes.
Believe you me, Lydia, if those two people got married because they loved each other, there's still something that is connecting these two. And if there is that union that was brought there by God, because we believe those people who stayed together, they decided to get married, whatever, it doesn't matter what you've gone through. You just shuka down for the sake of this.
Cheza chini.
Yeah, shuka bwana. Akuna, there is no angel in this world. Hakuna hata mwenye utaoa ama utaolewa na yeye bado atakuwa na weakness zake. There is no one who is perfect. So lakini hakuna vile tutasema ati sasa huyu ni better kuliko ile nyingine. Kila mtu ako na shida zake. Every person has personal weakness and personal strength. So it's upon us, both of us, to realize, balance. Yes, I am weak in this side. And when my husband tells me you are weak in this side, I should not be too proud. Let me go and sit somewhere and ask myself, is it true? Maybe it is true. There is something easy that is not going to help us work out our marriage. At the same time, you as a man, when your wife keeps on complaining, this character, don't be too proud, don't be too hard. Just to say, no, mimi. I'm the boss. It's okay. You are the boss, you're the head. But when it comes to marriage, it's a matter of unity. For the sake of your kids.
Yes.
For the sake of your, or even for your own self. For the sake of your own self. Because you need peace. You need peace of mind, you need peace of heart, you need to be happy. That's why you got married. There's
something I'm capturing from your discussion, that because there are people who are absolutely, they're not together, maybe for some reasons, some parted ways, maybe death took the mother or the father. Now this child ako peke yake na mzazi mmoja. Just speak to that person.
If that person, for instance, mzazi alikufa, maybe the husband died, ukaachwa na watoto. Try to get an uncle, a male figure, an uncle of these kids, maybe from the father side or your own brother. Let them get used to him, and especially if this is a boy or a girl. At some time, chukua watoto, take them to uncles. Let them stay there. Let them learn something.
So that desire,
of having a father or having a mother can be satisfied. So that they negotiate this stage the right way. Let them negotiate this stage the right way. If they don't, these are the children currently you find in the later life. Huyu mtoto has a problem with shame, cannot stand, cannot speak to people, is always afraid, cannot make personal decisions, cannot make choices, ako hapo katikati. Aya, at the other time, when they reach the other stage of growth and development, when they will be required to get married, they will not feel attracted to the opposite sex. The opposite sex. For instance, let me talk about a boy child who was attracted to the mother, and the mother became so strict. Anashita akimfukuza ondoka hapa.
Also, that's where the problems comes in. This person has no self-esteem. Their esteem is so low.
Yes.
I want us to just hold there and come back to this same discussion. And now, there's something we have for the Queen. We're having a challenge with Roto. And what you're doing is that you go to your M-Pesa, go to Paybill, weka 7700077700, and then hapo kwa account unaweka DTV, and then the amount unaweza weka from 50 to
shilingi 50 na shilingi 1000. Nenda kwa M-Pesa Paybill number 777
and free entry to the draw that will happen tomorrow. Inawezekana kuna queen there mwenye brand new. This is Queen's Talk with Wanjiku Githinji.